Please welcome painter and architect Donato Bramante.
What's that?
It's a microphone.
A micro what?
It makes your voice louder.
Oh, okay, so good morning!
So, how was your journey here?
It was interesting. The time machine wasn't working and I ended up at the Woodstock concert in 1969. It was on point. That's what you say nowadays, right?
Yeah. Shall we start the interview?
Yes, we may.
Much about your childhood. Can you tell us about it?
Well, it's not something I like to talk about, but I will make an exception for you.
Thank you.
I'd like to start by saying that my real name is Donato Donnino di Angelo di Pascuccio, but you can call me Donato. I was born in Farmignano in 1444. My family worked in agriculture, so we were not rich. When I was old enough, I decided to leave my house to pursue the artistic career. My parents weren't happy with it and they disinherited me.
Don't cry, it's okay. We would like to listen to your point of view on your most famous painting, Christ at the Column.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
But that's the only one we know of.
I painted it for Chiaravalle Isabi in 1490. I wanted the watcher to feel a connection with Christ himself, so as you can see it's very close up. The aim of this work was to create a psychological tension and a thought-provoking atmosphere.
Tell us some curiosities about it.
Well, I took inspiration from some of my friends like Leonardo, but also from Flemish painting. In fact, I used oil on board and the subject is very realistic.
In what way is it realistic?
I wanted to make him more human-like, and I did that by painting tears in his eyes and using different colors. I didn't want to focus too much on religion, but as you can see, there's a cup symbolizing the Eucharist.
Interesting, that's all for the painting. We know you were an amazing architect, and we brought someone you work for and were good friends with.
Really? Who is it? Sorpresa!
Oh mio Dio Ludovico, ma cosa ci fai qui?
Sono venuto a trovarti, amico mio, mi ha chiamato questa beautiful girl.
Guarda che Beatrice ti vede, bonaccione.
Oh.
I can't understand you. Can we go on with the interview, please?
Sorry, of course, we haven't seen each other in 500 years.
I know, was it a good surprise?
Yes, I loved it. I really missed Ludovico.
We know that Ludovico asked you to work on an important project for the Church of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan.
Well, I wanted Santa Maria delle Grazie to be a mausoleum, especially the gallery and the choir. And I was extremely satisfied with Donato's project.
Mr. Bramante, did you find it difficult to come up with a product that could please the Sforza family?
Yes, it was indeed very hard. I didn't want to disappoint my friend and his family.
Tell us a little bit about the project of the church.
So, we started working on it in 1492, and we wanted to focus on the geometric perfection of the decorations on the outside.
I definitely loved the dome, and the typically Lombard colors that were used.
Yes, I worked really hard on the dome. One thing I'm mostly proud of is the plurality of light sources all around it.
Yes, absolutely amazing.
When did you finish it?
I did it for 5 years and finished it in 1497.
So that's all for our double interview with Ludovico Sforza. Thank you, Ludovico.
Thank you. Ci salutiamo dietro le quinte, Donato. A dopo.
And we brought someone you work for and were good friends with.
Hello.
Oh Giulio, what a pleasure to see you again.
Oh dear, God bless you.
We know that Bramante is the mind behind San Pietro's template and basilica. Let's start with the template.
I think it's one of the most meaningful examples of the Renaissance's architecture, and it's inspired by the Roman one. Donato's project implies 16 columns, Tuscany columns, and a dome. Those are my favorite parts. It's one of my personal favorite architecture examples.
You described it perfectly.
Thank you.
You chose Bramante for the remaking of the basilica.
Yes, I chose him because he was one of the most well-known artists of that time, and I wanted to rebuild the basilica bigger and better.
Donato, what were the focal points of the building?
Definitely the central dome and the 4 minor domes, but also the 4 angular towers. I'm extremely proud of this project. Even though my project wasn't carried out to the fullest, I'm still very happy that my initial idea was kept. I visited San Pietro yesterday, and I don't mean to sound vain or anything, but it absolutely looks breathtaking. And it's been centuries.
I visited it too, I particularly like the Bernini's project.
It's visited to this day by thousands of people from all around the world. Art really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you to Giulio because he really believed in art and artists and gave so many of us a chance to show what we were really made of. And the result was one of the most beautiful places on earth for arts, the Vatican.
Thank you, Donato. Back in the day, but still today, I am very convinced we should give so much more attention to art and artists, because I know there are so many talented people in this world that would love to make a difference, but don't get the chance to do it. Arts live an eternal life and makes everything better.
A special thanks to Giulio II della Rovere for stopping by, and a bigger thank you to Mr. Donato Bramante. That's all from one of the most important artists of all time. Goodbye!
Goodbye.
You're a boy, make a big noise playing in the street.
That my real name is Donato Donnino di Donnino.
Sto dicendo i typical.
1490. I wanted the watcher to feel a connection. C'ho il naso chiuso.
Yes, I love the dome.
I want it to focus.
Ma sì che se ne frega.
Devo andare?
Well, I...
Non stavi... sì.
Donato, what were the focal points of the building?
The one thing that I'm most family.
You chose Bramante for the remaking of You chose Bramante for the remaking of You chose Bramante for the remaking of Raga, seria?
1446. Oh, I was... Oh, no.
When did you finish the prima?
Ti siedi?
I would surprise. Devo guardare. Non mi ricordavo il pezzo.
Senti, questo lo svegliamo che dura 2 minuti. Happy that they kept it.
They kept to go! Bigger and better!
Bigger and better.
Inspired by the
Of course!